All right, chat. How is it going? Oh, I know I'm a little early. I'm a little early because I didn't know how long today would take. I didn't know if it'd be a longer stream, and like, I figured, like at home I'm ready. So if I'm ready, like, might as well go, right? Like I'm ready to go, so we might as well go. Like, there's no sense in just like sitting around doing nothing. That's why I have to say things. Welcome everyone. So there's a lot of people here, and I know it's because like I'm not going to use the word clickbait. It's not clickbait, but I know like I like had a very like, what is D20 talking about? And I will get to it, but I have to make you watch a little bit longer before we get into it. But there will be some things ish changing how I do things, and I think it will make everything better overall. To answer the question, I'm not retiring. You're not getting rid of me that easily. Okay? You're not. I got another month in me at least. All right, let's get to the top of chat. Tiger Forever, welcome to chat. I will say this. You don't stay still. Viva la D20 evolution. I have found I am not as invested in Marvel Champions as being drawn to other newer games. Stagnation? A little bit of the change has to do with that. Just a little. I do think there is going to be Marvel Champions stagnation sooner than later. I do. And I'm not getting rid. That's not the announcement. I'm not stopping Marvel Champions stuff. That's not the announcement. But I do agree with that. And I noticed over time, a lot of my audience has moved on from all of this, because they're not playing Marvel Champions anymore. They're doing other things. So, Kraken packs, the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy booster and Cloud Commander came. Kraken and Sleeve. That's awesome, dude. I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get just the starter decks because they're on Amazon right now. We'll talk about it later for $20, and like it just seems silly not to. You know, even if I just keep it like contained and whatever, and maybe sell it later to make more money. I don't really know. Is that how winning works? But I think I'm gonna get it because it's $20, right? So to clarify, not so much newer games as to being drawn to other type of games. HeroClix, the Star Wars Legion, the Warhammer 40k. My wallet is screaming at me now. I know, right? Classic. Mondays are normally a pain. Alex, welcome to chat. But knowing there's a D20 stream on Mondays always cheers me up. 07s too. I hear you, Tiger. I usually go back and forth between Marvel Champions and Magic the Gathering. I've noticed on Reddit there's a lot of Magic the Gathering people coming to Marvel Champions, which I don't know if it's a good thing or bad. I mean, I guess it's a good thing for Marvel Champions, but I don't know if they're gonna like. I always hear negative things about that crowd, right? I always hear negative things about Magic the Gathering crowd, and like I'm not in that circle, so I don't know if it's actually a bad thing overall. You know what I mean? Like, as far as I know, maybe they're a great group of people. I have no idea. I know the TCG crowd can be a little competitive. Is that bad for Marvel Champions? Is it good? I don't know. But if they bring their buying power over here, all right, let's go, right? I just bought 2 commander decks. I still have to learn what that is too. 2 commander decks cards to upgrade with them and sleeve nice. As a comparison, Marvel Champions movies, then to now, Marvel Champions then to now, salivation for upcoming if there's not too much. Yeah. Loving these Final Fantasy cards. They do some justice in the set. I mean, they're just some of the stuff looks so good. It's crazy. Is D20 retiring? Not yet. He's working on it. He made his millions off of us. Bro, if I had millions, there'd be signs. Like, probably actually a legit sign that said, like, I made $1 million. We're live 30 minutes early. Yeah, I know. We're a little early. The other issue too, and if I can push the stream earlier a little bit sometimes, is that I have a lot of people in Europe that watch me. And like I feel bad because they can never actually watch the stream because it's so early for them, right? So I feel bad for them. Does this mean we have to wait 30 minutes for here? All right. No, you were good. Also, welcome Josh, welcome Griffin, welcome Cap. Hopefully you're doing well. Final Fantasy is way too expensive for me, but I agree there are some really good cards in the set. I really like how Cloud and Titus says deck. I'm not going to call him Titus. I refuse to. It's not correct. Hey, YouTube, do me a huge favor. If you haven't hit the like button yet, do it. Even if you're watching on your TV. I appreciate it. Keith, welcome to chat. Well. Josh, you knows we need novels here to hype him up. Nah, man. I don't need that. Brolac, welcome to chat. When will you do a Zelda run? We want Zelda. Which? Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? I'm not opposed. Addison, welcome to chat. Maybe he finally quit his day job. Can't do that yet. And is going to stream 24/7 like the Truman Show. Now we're just short of doing that. And I mean, like by saying just short, like we're really short, but like, you know, like just really short. Addison, let's talk inflation. It's crazy, right? I mean, what? Inflation's been going on high inflation's been going on since what? About COVID? So 5 years. Actually, it's slowed down a little bit, which is nice. Slowed down recently, I should say. Inflation, you mean Trump's bad tariffs? He won't go into politics on the subject? Who, me? Oh, I'm more than happy to talk politics on things. Here's the thing. Do I like Trump's tariffs personally? No, because it's a tax that gets passed on. You can make the argument that you like it for a variety of reasons because it brings domestic products and whatever. Sure, whatever. Generally, I don't like my things being more expensive, but I will say that inflation didn't start with Trump. It started because of COVID and then accelerated the next few years after that. At least I can bop along to the intro music. I missed it the other day. It's so good. D20 making OnlyFans, way better money. No, it's okay. So there's actually a crazy stat about OnlyFans of just like like 99% of the people who do, the ladies who do OnlyFans, like make like nothing. Like they make absolutely nothing. It's kind of wild. D20's wait, hello friends. Ted, welcome to chat. On a different note, I went back to the gym after not going for a little while. Dude, that's awesome. Good job. I will say, going to the gym, if you're ever in a mental health rut, also Ted, welcome to chat. I don't think I said hi. Maybe I did. If you're ever in a mental health rut, I cannot recommend enough. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. It is the best thing you will ever do for yourself. I highly recommend it. All right. Just kidding. D20. Any interest in Magic the Gathering Spider-Man, even a web word? No. I like Spider-Man stuff, but I have Marvel stuff with Marvel Champions. I don't feel like I need it for Magic the Gathering, if that makes sense. Good, Glenn. Yeah, I just saw the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man set today. Is it out now? Like, is that already out? Gonna give I have some spare cushion. The artwork is beautiful. Wow, you exist before 7 my time? Every now and again, man. It's too soon. Alrighty then. Hello, hope you're doing well. Epic, welcome to chat. Welcome. All right, chat. Julian, it's 3 a.m. Why am I here? Because you're here to support, and I appreciate it. Amazing. All right, chat. Dude, I felt like I was hitting the right notes. I feel like I was hitting the right notes. MB3net, welcome to chat. Voice to text is crazy. Is it Keith that does it all the time? And it's just like, it's wonky. I'd mug my couch for spare chains on the monthly, that and look in parking lots. Big announcements. Happy Monday and post Father's Day. Happy post Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hopefully you had a great one. I got this amazing gift from Novels. It's Disney's Scarlet Witch like bottle, because I'm a big Scarlet Witch fan, and it actually keeps everything really cold. So that is my drinking water inside thing. Trevor, welcome to chat. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're doing well. Switch bait? Addison, if you're not baiting, you're not trying. You have 7 minutes to make the announcement. Raw is on at 5 p.m. Oh no. I'm falling behind. I'm sorry, Jim. Hopefully you're doing well, though. Addison, welcome, chat. No, I've already said hi to you. His top 10 list, number 5 will surprise us. You won't believe number 3. Don't lie, it's alcohol. Oh, I gotta stay on this side, chat. I'm still trying to catch up. I'm excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier this Friday. Bro, I'm not even gonna get it for like another week. It's gonna be so rough. I'm so just like sad by that already. So should I get Black Panther or Silk if I was given the choice between the two? I like Silk more, but I like Web Warrior decks more. So I'm really biased in that sense. You know what I mean? But if you're looking for someone that's easier and really good at the gate, I think Black Widow's easier and better right out of the gate. Are you missing Monday Night Raw? I don't really watch the weekly shows. I just don't have time. Get Silk. I wasn't planning on purchasing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I got it from a gift from Father's Day. I was on Team D20 as the worst box, but then I played it. I don't think is that bad. Well, that's good, dude. Epic. I'm happy that you like it more. Play it a couple dozen more times. Let me know what you think. Like, compare it to the other boxes. I'm genuinely interested in how you would rank it. I like damage and utility when I play. Open Marvel Champions about once a week with a friend, and that's about it for me. Yeah. Your audience moved on from Marvel Champions. So I think the audience for Marvel Champions is slowly moving on. I think us hardcore dedicated players that play all the time is a little bit different than the general audience that's out there. I think people buy the big stuff, like the X-Men stuff or like the Spider-Man stuff. I think the next few waves are going to be rough. Call it a feeling. Moving back to Ashes or Final Girl, we're going to be playing it more, for sure. We're going to be doing a bunch of different things. Also, welcome, Trevor. I'm getting Falcon and Winter Soldiers as my late Father's Day gift. That's awesome, dude. Beast Snow fighting the Magic the Gathering people. He's just secretly banning everyone. When I used to play years ago, it was not the best people to play with, to be fair. That's fair. But like, I wonder if a core of them moved on from Magic the Gathering and like went to like Lorcana or something. You know what I mean? On Reddit, the LCG crowd absolutely disdains TCG mechanics. Yeah. Well, to be fair, the LCG crowd's about to enter TCG sales with how Marvel Champions is doing things. Both are good options, but Silk, I think, is more unique. But there are defenders of TCGs like the Community Bond. I like TCGs for what they are. Lauren, welcome to chat. Magic the Gathering players coming to play Marvel Champions makes sense. The triggers and rules are pretty similar. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, so if I pick up Magic the Gathering again, like it'll be all right? Like it's not going to be terrible? Am I crazy to not release a video talking about the FFG price increase? Welcome, Raymond. So no, I didn't release a video talking about Fantasy Flight's price increase. And the reason being is because there wasn't really much to talk about, to be completely honest. And for those that don't know what it is, let's pop over really fast. So they said a message to our community. At Fantasy Flight Game, and also they should have, again, they need to run this stuff through marketing because I'm sure this is really hard for you to read, and I have it big on my screen, and it's hard for me to read. Anyway, there's drop shadows really weird on it. The text is too small. Anyway, so at Fantasy Flight Games, we believe in crafting imaginative gaming experiences that create lasting memories around the table. Our community is an integral part of everything we do, and it is with deep care that we share an important update with you today. Due to ongoing increases in production and import costs beyond our control, I want you to notice the phrasing there. Due to ongoing increases in production and import costs beyond our control. They did not use the word tariffs, and I'll explain why I think it is in a second. We are implementing a price adjustment of approximately 15% for products sold in the United States, effective July 15th. So you got about a month, which, you know, good on them for actually like giving us some time before this. You know what I mean? That's actually not terrible. This increase only impacts the LCGs and board games we produce. This decision was not easily made and is a result of hard work or of hard, honest conversations. We will continue to monitor the situation closely as the current import situation evolves. What remains and will always remain is our commitment or continued commitment to our players, retail partners, and community around the world. Thank you for sharing stories and passion with us as we navigate these uncertain times together. So the reason I think that they're saying it the way that they are, and they're not using the word tariff, is a lot of board game companies are doing this little trick right now. And to be fair, a lot of companies are doing this little trick right now. So with the tariffs, right, before Trump got in office the second time around, the tariffs from China were at 20%. Okay, we had tariffs, they were in place, they've been in place forever at 20 something percent, right? They raised a little bit under Biden. Then Trump did his whole like 100 and whatever percent, and then has dropped it now down to like 50%, whatever. Or did it to like 30 and then up to 50 or whatever. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter at this point. What a lot of companies, board game companies included, have done recently is they have said, well, we have to increase our prices to match the tariff, which, okay, again, we all know this. Tariffs generally pass the cost on to the consumer, whatever. But the little trick they're playing with a lot of this stuff is to say, well, we will remove the increased tariff cost when it goes back down to zero. The thing is, tariffs never were at zero. So they have hiked the prices on us and done it so when tariffs are already baked into their prices, the original 20%. Obviously, as as tariffs increase, the cost gets passed on to the consumer, whatever. But this is the little thing that they're doing. And they're doing it because now it's not tied to tariffs. They can just say, well, there's other import costs, there's other things. So we're not going to go down to like zero now because it wasn't really about tariffs all the time. It was about importing this and whatever else. So this is, and again, one of the board games I really love, one of the companies I really love, which I'm not going to name drop them because I'm still upset with them. They have specifically said, we raised our prices to match the tariffs. And when the tariffs go down to zero, we will bring it back to the normal prices. But the normal prices were with 20% already baked in. And that type of stuff is what drives me nuts. And I get why companies are doing it because it's a free way to charge more and make more money, right? Because it's easy to go like, wasn't us? That guy did it. Wasn't us. So whatever. It is what it is at this point. So anyway, that's to me, there's not really much to say about it. Obviously, they are doing this because of the tariffs. Obviously, they didn't raise the prices during the inflationary cycle that we had for 4 years, I don't think. I don't remember. They may have. But part of it has to do with that too. Inflation will cause all prices to go up. So I'm not too shocked by it. Does it stink? Yeah. If you're buying a $16 pack, it's now gonna be like a $18 pack, right? But I never buy anything at MSRP, so we will see what game nerds or whomever will actually charge, right? And then I'll go, yeah, whatever, right? So it's just what it is at this point. I mean, whatever. It's not gonna go back down. It's gonna continue to go. It's gonna continue to be at that price or higher. That's my thoughts. Why do you think community is moving on from Marvel Champions? I think it's moving on because people aren't getting the heroes they want, right? I think there's a lot of heroes that Marvel Champion people still want and they're not getting, honestly. So we're getting into Arkham Horror. Thoughts on that game? Hey, 99 Ninjas. I love it, but you have to play two-player or two-handed. True Soul is really hard to do. Stop playing Magic 10 years ago. But I want that VV card. Oh, I haven't even looked at it. Zero. Welcome in chat. Lackluster Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not a fan. Sean, welcome in chat. Are you becoming a Lorcana channel and being meta-analysis? No, I'm actually probably quitting Lorcana. Hey, Luna. No, I think we're going to play like solo Lorcana and play every now and again. I'm not smart enough to go into meta stuff, even for like SWU, which I like a lot more. Link, welcome in chat. Hopefully you're doing well. Do you think Marvel Champions has too many releases a year? No. I think they have not enough, actually. Well, no, I think they have the proper amount. I think 2 full cycles a year is good. I think they want to do more. You would have to start at 2 p.m. for the Eurogang, 7-hour difference. Like Spain at 6. That's not bad, right? Oh, wait, daylight savings time messes things up. What's the change? We'll get into it in a second. He's going to grow his beard? Dear God, no. He's pivoting to woodworking? No. Also, welcome, Mongoose. Going to the gym is easily the smartest thing you could do to stay out of a rut. Yeah. No Spider-Man set comes out in September? Okay. Funky, welcome to chat. Appreciate your honesty. Every group, including board gaming, needs an honest grumpy guy. Appreciate it. Avatar Last Airbender. What did FFG do now? No, they didn't do anything. I'm not complaining about them. Talking about Magic the Gathering. All right. So anyone else on YouTube getting some bad stuttering? Let me know if it's still bad. YouTube's a little weird. Are you ready to watch the Fantastic Four movie this July? No, I'm not going to watch it. I have not watched any of the recent Marvel movies because none of them interest me, to be honest. Don't lie to alcohol. Oh, and the Scarlet Witch thing? No. Pretty much buyer's remorse over Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Wait. Like you're upset about buying Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Tell me more. Magic the Gathering is still a thing? Magic the Gathering is crushing it. What are your top 5 games that you want to play more on this channel? I don't know. And I'll get into why in a second. I know, I'm teasing you all. I'm wanting to catch up on chat, but you all are talking a lot and I really appreciate it. So thank you. This is like the most busiest we've been. So I appreciate you all being here. Still one of the top selling? Yeah. Yeah, Magic the Gathering like Pokemon are like 1 and 2, right? Actually, I think Magic the Gathering is bigger if I remember. Beast and welcome channel if they're doing well. D20's buying Asmodee? I mean, I think they're selling for like negative $20. Once you release the price hike information from Marvel Champions, I went out and bought Age of Apocalypse box because I didn't want to miss out when the products were available with scalp on eBay. Yeah. Doing a price increase and implementing legacy in current environment that no one wants is going to be bad for FFG. I think they're going to run. I think they're going to a lot of headwinds. Is what I'll say nicely about it. They didn't say the word terrorists. The price is not going back down. Yeah. Tariffs, I gotcha. I now have 6 Marvel Champions products that I'm simply going to open 2 a month to avoid missing the opportunity. Okay. It's safer to not use the word tariffs just in case there's 1% chance tariffs ever revert back, especially if the new administration comes in 4 years. Yep. D20 drop in knowledge, appreciate it. Games, like most things, have a shelf life, 5 to 10 years. Something else grabs the player. Games 20 years old, count your blessings. Yeah. Dude, if games can even make it 5 years, I think most publishers would be pretty happy. Wording it this way, they can keep the price increase indefinitely, even if tariffs go back down how they used to be. Yep. Speak the truth. They were never at 0. FFG had an amazing game in Android Netrunner. They let that go and the licensing fees outpaced the income. This taught me not to take Marvel Champions for granted. My FOMO story, yeah. Tariffs are always there. People thought we export and import stuff for free. I mean, come on, if you tax something, you'll tax it. Brolak, thank you for the badges emotes.
Brolak became a member.
Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for the support, honestly. So glad attendance dead dog. Similar situation to what happened during COVID. Yeah. Company said supply chain issues and increased prices while it was true at the time. There was supply chain issues and there was shipping issues with like containers, and they really didn't go back down a lot of the pricing. We all just got used to paying these prices. Yeah. Man, people not getting characters they want. I've been wanting Daredevil since the game came out. Yep. Price increases if you want it. You'll get it. If it's Shookworth, move on. Yeah. Quit Lord. Hey, Web Warrior. Hopefully doing well. D20 Steel. We're working. Sound quality good. Pretty sure you mentioned marbles tonight in the last stream. Will that still be the case? I think so. D20 says, sit down. I would never say that. I'm just getting the Arkham, but I like the bulk. Bought a bunch of stuff and seeing how my pace is playing through. Seems like I have a year or two of content keep me happy. Yeah, and like Arkham stuff is really nice because you can play the same set over and over and it doesn't get old, which is really nice. Like really nice. Never do Daredevil. I don't think they will ever either. Okay, my deep dark secret, and I hate to tell people this, I don't think they're gonna do Daredevil. I think the game is gonna run into issues before then. Sorry. I think especially with the current environment coming up, that they're going to reprint so much stuff that it makes less sense to do Daredevil. I hope I'm wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of things. He's gonna do Marvel's Arkham Horror. I saw the last Kmart close and they had paper towels for 47 cents literally. I mean, no wonder that no one got shopping in clothes. Okay, DC Champions one day? I don't think so. World, welcome to the chat. DC Legendary, though, is going to be a thing. Okay, I've led you all long enough. So here's the thing of what's going to be happening. So I realized about something about myself, right? What I enjoy doing the most is being here with you all, like this. Live streaming is my favorite thing in the world that I do on my channel. Do I like the YouTube stuff and making videos? Yeah, all that's cool. Discord's cool, all that stuff is cool. This is what I enjoy most. And this, I feel like the live streaming stuff has been a little stagnant. And it's a little sad to me because it's what I enjoy the most. And I feel like we're kind of falling behind on things on this side of things. So I've been thinking about this long and hard of how I want to slightly mix things up and change things. And what I've decided is that we're going to try this and we'll see how it goes. And this could just crash and burn and fail. No idea. No idea. Who knows? Probably will crash and burn and fail. What I want to do is when you think about all the videos on my channel where I'm a talking head, right? Where we do the previews, the reviews, the 2-card review stuff, right? All those things. I'm not going to do those videos anymore off stream. I want to do every single one of them, including Reddit replies and whatnot, on stream. And it's for several reasons. One, because I'm running out of time during the day to like work on side projects and other things and create videos and then come to live stream and do whatever. I feel like on the live stream too is that we don't always have a lot to like talk about on the live stream, which is really a shame because again, I enjoy the live stream the most. So I want us to have things to talk about, to like do. There's a lot of times I make those talking head videos and because again, I have so much going on that I might miss something and it's easier, I think, for chat to catch up then, right? Or catch me up on things or point out something that should be noticed. So what I'm going to be doing is all that stuff will be done in the live streams from here on out. And I will still have the videos, like I'll just edit them off the live stream and then put them up as like a normal like thing, right? Like I'll still have like it up as like a normal video that goes up, but it's all gonna be done live first. So I think content wise, it will be actually probably more content than ever before, but it's all going to come off the live streams. I think every single thing is my goal. So I know for some people, they really like the cleanness of like the regular videos in the background. Not going to happen, right? I just don't have the time for it anymore. I think a lot of the gameplay stuff that happens, like where people want it to be like offline, so it's, you know, more calm, I just don't have time for it anymore. I just don't. So it's all gonna be live. So like, for example, tonight I have some things I would like to cover and I think it'll be really fun covering these things, and we will play Marvel Champions after the fact. So I don't want it to be like, oh, he's just going to talk the entire time. We're going to talk and I'm going to have some ideas, and wherever chat takes us, like what we talked about before, we'll talk about those things and then we'll play something at the end. And this could be Marvel Champions. It could be a different board game. It could be a video game. It could be whatever. I don't really know. But like, for example, I also want to do the videos for the 2-card previews, right? Or the 2-card reviews. I'm sorry. So that series that everyone really likes, instead of just like trying to find time to like set up my stuff and then bulk all the stuff and then do this and bulk, like that's just a ton of work. I'll just do it all with you. And this way you all can come up with points about what we're doing as well. Like you could talk about, for example, the 2 cards we're going to cover today is going to be the Drax basic card and Hit and Run basic card. So we could talk about all that stuff together, which I think will be really fun and in a better piece of content overall. So like, I want to do that. Then after that, I want to talk about Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy, right? I know some people are interested in it and we'll only cover a certain segment of it, but I want to talk about it because there's some cool stuff there to see. I want to talk about new board games that are coming out. We can go through Kickstarter and GameFound and see what's new or coming up in general. And just for funsies, just to see what there is. And then I'll look at some Scarlet Witch decks and we'll play a game. Maybe 2. I don't really know. We'll see. That's the plan. So it's not D20 streaming. We're not buying Asmodee. I wish. I'm not quitting. It's just there's gonna be less of those old style talking head. It's all gonna be done live because this is what I love to do. I love live streaming. I love all of this. And I want to focus on this. And I want to make sure that when you all come here, especially for the beginning, that it's going to be fun, interactive, story-driven type stuff, right? It's going to be stuff that is interesting, and it's not going to be just Marvel Champions focused, because I do think eventually at some point Marvel Champions is going to die, whether we like it or not. And I think it's good for us to be well-rounded, talk about other things. I want to learn your interests. We'll do other things. Cool. And if I play my cards right, that was a video right there. All right, let me catch up with chat. I think Civil War. Hold on. I think Civil War can bring Punisher with Daredevil. If they did that, yeah. 47 cents. Great observation with Punisher and Daredevil. I think with the Arkham statement, replayability is nigh infinitely. Yeah. The core box isn't bad for it, but each cycle kind of like focuses on its own things. Yo, Mongoose 5 gifted, dude. I appreciate you by yourself getting that hype train, dude. Thank you for the support, dude. I appreciate that a lot. All right, so Marvel is not just for Marvel Champions, but decide what to play. I don't know about that. 7 days a week? No. That's legit. 8 days a week. D20, if it crashes and burns, you can do a live stream call at Marvel Champions. Team up with Web Warrior and Nelson. You'll need to be in the same room to team up. That's true. We used to do them more. Marbles decide what we're going to talk about. Ooh, that's a good idea. Everyone comes up with a topic idea. Oh, what you could do is everyone on like Twitch could become a marble, right? This is a way to do it. They all become a marble, and whoever wins gets to pick what we talk about. Also, if you got a gifted stuff from Mongoose, make sure to thank him. Be less videos to watch? No. So it should be, I know I explained that poorly in the beginning. It should be more videos to watch, really. It's just less videos for me to do. Punisher is really important in the comic books of Civil War. I think it's the perfect time to bring Daredevil at the same time. We'll see. Sounds like a great idea, dude. I appreciate it. D20 morning news live. I know, right? From the heart right now. To be fair, most YouTubers just clip from their Twitch stream specific conversation pieces and then post that to YouTube, and that usually does pretty well for them. Yeah. I've been talking to a few YouTubers outside of the board game space, and they're just like, this is the way to do things. It's just more efficient. It's better. It makes your live streams better. It makes everything more fun. Just do that. Is your primary stream moving the Kick as well? No. I am still multi-streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So I will be on all of those. And I will continue for as long as I can to be on all of them, unless something changes. I still recommend everyone go to Kick, though. I appreciate it. Simon selling Blood Rage and Zombicide? Yeah. I think we did a video on that. Also, we need more coffee shop and Hobbit Hole. We'll see. Ambitious? Gonna be fun. Appreciate it. I hope chat aspect doesn't take away from focused talking points. So MP3 Nut. I have written down now like what I want to talk about, generally speaking. I think chat will help it, but if it makes it go off the rails, it's more editing for me. And that's all. How do you think Civil War box will work? I think there's two ways they can do the Civil War box. One, there's just like a Captain America in there or whatever, and that's it. Or two, we saw this with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is one of the better things they did with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was that there was like an attachment that went onto one of your heroes and made them like a bad guy and whatever. That I think is the way they could do it. And somehow, if they could figure out a way to get the 15 original cards to interact, it'd be brilliant. I think they could do it. Ash Wednesday needs to be 2020 copyrighted. I love this idea. Always dreamed of being a marble. How do we become multiple marbles? I think you can only be one. All I heard was blah, 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 Marvel Champions, blah, 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 Marvel Champions, basically. You're going to let chat roll on the floor? Oh, yeah. Chat takes over everything now. Call D20 Maverick because Mongoose got back with the subs. What happened to Goose again? Can't wait to win all the marble races. I give Marvel Champions at least 5 more years. I give Marvel Champions, I don't know. I wouldn't say at least 5 more years. I'm guessing around 5 years. If you're on Twitch, then you could be a Marvel. No love for hardcore YouTube members. It's one or the other, I think. I have to play around with it. We can figure it out. Maybe we do. Maybe we alternate. Across all the different platform streams. This is the other big thing too, is that people want to just watch where they want to watch. And I have to go to where they are, right? I think it's silly nowadays to try to like force everyone to like come to a certain thing. D20 doesn't want to try to mine that well of React content. Oh, Jim, I didn't tell you. That's the next step. We're going to do all the Reacts. Board game React content. If there was enough content to react to, it would actually be hilarious to do. The whole time just doing Pogger faces. Oh. Do you think that when Marvel Champions completes this run that another game can sweep up its mechanics and reclaim popularity? Yes. Yep. I think so. Multiverse of Marbles. Do you think LCG mechanics the problem for longevity? I think they want to go the TCG route. Link, thank you for 100 bits, dude. Appreciate the support. I think they want to go the TCG route. Like, there is no doubt that SWU makes a lot of money for Fantasy Flight games. Like, a lot. I would not be surprised at what Caleb Grace is working on as another TCG. For the Civil War box, nothing but heroes, but have the mod set to make the heroes into a box villain. I think something like that is how you do it. I agree, Alex, 100%. I think they could also take the hero villain thing to some interesting places. Villains like Puppet Master, yeah. Got me bluey shirt with the dad and the kids. Said dad mode. That's awesome. Hasn't Lord of the Rings LCG lasted for over 10 years? It lasted barely 10 years. They hit the 10-year mark, but they haven't done anything past it besides reprint some boxes. And then now it's like dead. Like between year 9 and 10, they did one scenario pack. What's your favorite video game you would like to show us? I want to keep doing Baldur's Gate 3. That's been a lot of fun. I've been playing a ton of Stellar Blade. It's a phenomenal game. But yeah, I'm pretty open to almost anything. To start listening to what hardcore players want, I see Marvel Champions going to 3 years, I think. I think they're hoping that redoing older heroes will bring new people in and force the old people to buy more. Arkham Horror has been going strong since I was in diapers. Marvel Champions should have potentially go the distance. The difference with Arkham Horror 2 is they don't have to pay licensing fees. Like HP Lovecraft stuff is what is it? Not open source, but HP Lovecraft stuff is you don't need like rights to it. You can just do it. So it's a lot cheaper. That's the only thing. And there's no like you have to get like approved. Fair use. Thank you. Fair use. Public domain. If you do React content, I wouldn't blame you. Do what pays the bills. I don't think there's anything good for me to react to, dude. Is Age of Apocalypse really out of print? Shouldn't be part of the current environment? Hey, Steven. So here's the thing. There's technically no current environment yet. The current environment doesn't begin until 2026. Now, the argument is, and the Daring Line video and I will have this, is does the current environment start at 2026 or does it start 3 years prior to that? Though they have said that 3 years was kind of a loose thing and they shouldn't have really said that. So no one knows. I don't think it's out of print. I think it's just kind of weird to get right now. But the problem is they don't tell us anything. In before Final Fantasy or FFG makes Marvel Unlimited TCG, it would not shock me if they made Marvel Unlimited, to be honest. I think that's actually a huge cash cow they should be looking at. Star Trek going nowhere TCG has come before. I never watched Bluey, you should. They would probably need to reinvigorate the Marvel license, do TCG. I think Marvel would do it though, because I think they can point to the SWU numbers and go, how would you like money? And Marvel and Disney love money. Path of Exile too. I never gotten the Path of Exile. I love the original Star Wars TCG. Outside Marvel Champions Final Girl, what is your next can't wait to have and play? This war of mine. What happened to Metal Gear Solid? I have to get back into it. I do want to play it more. I do. I'm still upset at Simon for replacing my broken box with a more broken box. I email them every week to let them know that I'm not going anywhere. Several thousand Star Wars CCG cards. You're still going to play Marvel Champions on the channel, right? Yes, Robbie. Yeah, we're still going to play. For sure. For sure. I'm going to want to see your react videos for Baldur's Gate 3. What they need to do is an LCG with no IP. If Marvel Champions wasn't only Marvel, it would be awesome. Yeah. All the bad Marvel movies lose Disney money. As far as I'm concerned, they're going to print the boxes and packs, and that's it. Once they're gone, you're out of luck, and FFG will treat their content like the same kind of respect they give OP kits. Yeah. Be nice if Swoo made some solo co-op products. Dude, I really want Swoo to do that. I'm hoping that if Caleb gets on this, that's what it would be. That means something's hard. Yeah. I think people are honestly a little too hopeful about the current stuff. I'm a firm believer that like the X-Men stuff is already getting phased out. Like the first wave of X-Men, I think it's on its way out. And there's a lot of people on Reddit that will disagree with me with that, and I don't care. It's already getting hard to find certain stuff. I do not think it's getting printed again. I think when they said 3 years, they were just saying roughly. And that could really mean 2, right? It was 2 to 3 years. I think it's going to be closer to 2. I think they're going to print things. Unless something sells like hotcakes, they're not going to print it again. I think they're just going to do massive runs because it's cheaper to do one big run than 2 medium runs, right? Because you don't have to switch the lines. You don't have to like do more shipping and stuff. I think it's just going to go bananas on it. And that's it. And they just predict the product will last 2 years. Kind of like Magic the Gathering can use any IP. It would be great. Yeah. I do have Age of Apocalypse unopened as well as this Sinister Motives unopened. Most surprising out of product is Sinister Motives. Yeah. It is nuts. Storm gone. Cyclops gone. Yeah. Phoenix gone. Yeah, it's all going to be gone, man. It still blows my mind that they have Silk that came out. And with Silk being out, they don't have the Web Warrior stuff in there. Amazing how Plaid Hat could do print and demand. Hey, Tim. Yeah. I know people say it's contracting stuff. I don't believe it. I mean, because we don't know. So it's just an excuse. But if they're making money off of it and Marvel makes money off of it, I don't know why Marvel would care. I agree. It's there 3 years, but this is only coming into effect in the future. Everything made before the new print is just being ignored. I agree 100%, Joshy. I think everyone thinks that now 3 years prior is the current environment, and I don't think that's what it is at all. I think it starts at 2026 and 3 years moving forward. I think it's too complicated because it would be hard to do. This isn't even like a knock against them, really. This is just what it is. I think it'd be too hard at the start of 2026 to look 3 years prior. I don't think that's going to make sense. I think you have Caleb Grace to the final box of 2025, and that's the end of the Caleb Grace era. Then 2026 starts your new era of Tony moving forward. I'm trying to get a copy of Simbo for a friend of mine. I got him in the Marvel Champions. He went a bit nuts and getting a ton of stuff, but couldn't find that. Yeah, someone found one on Amazon. Given the details as it's so vague, this is just, we're printing product, the product sells, then we move on. Yeah. I think they want to do the TCG way of doing things, to be completely honest. You got me Jones for Metal Gear. I pull out the first 3 PS1 and PS2 games. Dude, they're so good. I have to go back to play them. If you're on the fence about anything pre-Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now, you need to get it if you want to. Agree 100%, Chris. Agree 100%. Whatever it is, get it. Realistically, Next Evolution and Age of Apocalypse, you can probably wait till Black Friday and see if you can get some on sale. But I do think if it goes, it goes. I don't think they're printing again. But to be fair, I also have not kept up super close with like how much it's been or how in stock things are. It's crazy. Sinister Modes that print blows my mind. Blows my mind to this day. There's a store in Sweden I contact, but waiting for them to get back to me. That's crazy. One day Metal Gear Solid 4 will be re-released. It will be. It will be for sure. For sure. It's gonna be that Master Collection Part 2. I can't wait. I'm ready to watch another movie. Stream Elements, why do you send that message? I would buy a Star Wars version of Summoner Wars type mechanic. That'd be interesting. I gotta get back into Summoner Wars. I wish they would do alternate art booster packs for the current environment. There's like 4,000 cards. I love alternate version of. That'd be so sweet. There's so many simple things they can do to make money, and they just don't think about it. It's really kind of crazy to me. I am Stream Elements, please. Is Nightbot still employed? I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Even looking back at how not employed on Kick, that's for sure. I also feel like somebody asked if I needed mods on certain things, like moderators, and I feel like I skipped that message. I thought I saw it at the corner of my eye, but I missed it. And the answer is yes. Not on Twitch, but I probably will on YouTube and Kick. The other channels I don't really care about. It's the Wild West over there. I have Dunwich, Carcosa, Forgotten Age, and Innsmouth. For Arkham Cycles, what other campaigns would you recommend prioritizing? Do you play by yourself or two people? I actually like the one that people hated, the one with the witches. There was hold on, wait. I'm just gonna go through them right now with you all. Change the song too. I've been getting a lot of not copyright claims against my channel. It's really frustrating. So I have to go into all these copyright stuff and go, you don't have the rights for it, because it's like a huge problem in YouTube land. Okay. So Dunwich, highly recommend. The first one, really kind of basic, but it's good. It's very, very solid cycle overall. Really like it. Carcosa is probably their best cycle they've ever done. Really, really fun. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Forgotten Age was a huge difficulty jump, and this is what got me into Arkham. I like it, but a lot of people hate it because it's a bit much. All right, Circle Undone. Yeah, this is with the witches. So, wait. Oh, no. Okay, I'm getting these confused. Circle Undone was okay. Hold on. Secret Name. The witches saying greater good. In the Clutches. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of remember this now. It was fine. I didn't love it, but it was fine. Dream Eaters. I'm pretty sure. Now, I might be wrong. No, I kind of remember Weaver. Okay, so Dream Eaters. I think Dream Eaters is a slight, very small spoiler. You go down two routes, right? So one investigator goes on one route and you go on a different route. And it's really kind of cool in how it works. I really like it. Some people hated it. I like that mechanic. I thought it was really, really neat the way they did it. Innsmouth Conspiracy. Truth be told, I've never done it. So I have no idea. I own it. I've just never done it. So we have to do it still. Maybe that's what we'll do some point. Edge of the Earth, don't bother. Scarlet Keys, don't bother. Hemlock was better, but I don't really know. Drowned City, I haven't gotten. I may get this one as it goes on sale. So I just prioritize the old stuff first. Miniature Market, currently running a sale that has some Marvel Champions stuff on it. Forgot which, but it has a few things. That's awesome. All art booster packs will be gold mine. Make the heroes rare or chase it. Yeah. Dude, they have it already with organized play and they refuse to do it. Atreides asked. Yeah, Cap. If you want to be a moderator or something, let me know. Definitely Kick. Maybe YouTube too, if you want to. If I was made mod, I would only go mad with power once a week. That's basically what Beast Snow does. Scarlet Keys is another one a lot of people had issues with. Yeah, I didn't really like it. I thought Scarlet Keys was better than Edge of the Earth, but I really didn't like Edge of the Earth. Caleb Grace's last box being Fantastic Four. He has said officially it's not, and that all their references were basically not true, and that people read too much into it. I personally think it has something else to do with it that I'm going to keep that tin hat theory to myself. Look at all that. Love Circle Undone. I didn't realize people didn't like it. I think they were just kind of like meh about it. What is your all-time favorite mechanic used in the game? Doesn't have to be Marvel Champions. No, I really love multi-use cards. I think they're really fun in general. So I'm a big fan of that. Circle Undone tarot cards. Okay, yeah, I remember that. So much miss. Kurt Russell is solid thing for a movie. I know, right? Dreamers is pretty good, but seems like too mini campaigns. Yes. But I really enjoyed it. I don't know why. Maybe because it just felt so different. I thought that Arkham Horror got worse once MJ left. Yeah. MJ was the blood and soul of that game. I've heard a lot of good things about Drowned City. I have heard nothing about it, which is really weird. I love that MJ came back. MJ's busy doing Earthborn, right? It's one of the ones I'm not seeing much in the searches. Double streaming this on YouTube and then on Twitch. Let's go. 401 Games Canada. Arkham really is fun, but a part of me hates it because it destroys me. Yeah. Do you mind to play with people from your stream with Marvel Champions on stream? I haven't done it, but I'm not opposed to it. I just have to figure it out. I must know. Also, I really do like where they scared to announce the current legacy stuff. I think, okay, so with the current and legacy stuff, I think it's something that they never ran through their marketing department, and it shows.
Now this is pod racing.
They work now. Remember that didn't work last time, chat? Now they work. So I think it was something they didn't really mean to bring up and didn't think it was gonna be that big of a deal because people are just gonna go with the flow. And I think they misread the room. I play Arkham games when I want to suffer. Yeah, but they're so good though. So I think with that, they misread the room and they didn't think it was going to get as much backlash as it did. I think they thought people were going to be hyped about it. Like, go back and watch the live stream. It gets really awkward really fast. I play True Soul Arkham must be played in easy mode. Hey Neural, how's it going? Play two-handed to go in standard. So easy mode, or like the first like 2 or 3 cycles you could do in True Solo. After that, it gets too hard. The sound always worked. It didn't last stream, right? Hijack one of your novels nights so I could be free to do the greatest team up of Hulk and Valkyrie. Josh, there's a lot of things we have to do. What did I just do? Oh. YouTube, you're still there, right? Yeah, mister, you're fine. You're fine, YouTube. I think you're fine. Sorry if I just messed something up. I pushed a button I shouldn't have. You would think I would know streaming by now. Turns out I don't. Okay, chat. One of the first things we're going to do, we talked a bit about this, is we're going to do our 2-card review. We're going to continue our 2-card review. So we've been moving along, right? We're currently on the Gamora pack for our 2-card review. And I want to, let's bring this up a little bit bigger. So we're going to go over these two. And I think they're 2 pretty interesting cards, or can be interesting cards, for the Guardians Most Wanted cycle. So the first one I want to talk about is Drax, who's a 3-cost ally, basic ally, 1/3/4 stat line, Guardian keyword, can only play if you're a Guardian, and Drax cannot attack minions, which always felt like a weird argument. Or a weird thing with Drax at first, because you're like, oh, I really want to like deal damage to minions and whatnot. But no, I just want Drax to punch things in the face, and it's fantastic because it can just work super well, right? Like he can just go all out and put him out there and attack heavily onto the villain, which I think is really great. Not a big fan due to the cost since he can't attack minions. I think I'm fine with it because I have done it where I heal him with first aid, and I think it works pretty well with like dealing the 3 damage to the villain a couple times or whatever, and then like healing him back up and dealing over. Because dealing, especially for True Solo, it feels like it's just like such a nice constant attack to do. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure everything else is okay. Okay. All right, I can see the bit rate's dropping a little bit. Apologize for that. So I've also done it with Drax where I put attachments onto him, and then I'll get him at like, another +1 attack, right, or something like that, and something with +1 attack, +1 life. that adds on to Drax, which I think then getting the swing for 4 is kind of crazy, right? In my opinion. And again, you could easily use him 3 times and then use him as a blocker. So if you add the +1, actually, let's not even add the +1, right? For a 3 cost, basically it's 3 for 9 damage spaced over the rounds. Now I know spaced over rounds is not exactly the same, right? Because it's not happening all at once, which isn't great, but essentially 9 damage and then getting a block at the end of it is something I really like. I don't think I've ever played the Drax ally. He might have been in a deck, but I don't know if I played him, which shows how much I've not played him. If you're playing a Guardian deck, then he's fine, but as a neutral hero, if you're playing non-Guardian deck, I find it hard. Yeah, no, I agree. If you're not a Guardian deck, don't play him, right? It does not make sense to play him in that sense. I think you have to be a Guardian deck to make him work. And once you do, it's fine. Base 3 for 12 isn't that bad. Then give him some toys. I think that's the big thing too. If you can give him toys and you use first aid, I think that will change a lot of things for Drax and make him much better overall. Play Rogue, touch a Guardian, play Drax, make him an honorary X-Men and put X-Men upgrades on it too. Dude, okay, we're not trying to make him too strong. Right? I don't need Drax overpowering the entire board state. Which would be hilarious. I think the issue I have with the Drax ally is that the Rocket ally exists. I think the Rocket ally is good, but I think they serve 2 different functions for me. Energy Spear and First Aid him and just sit back and watch the villains die. Yeah. Hold on, let's look up Energy Spear. So Energy Spear will allow you to attach it to a Guardian ally. This is a 1 cost aggression upgrade, max 1 per ally. Attached ally gets +2 attack, and its attacks gain piercing, which is absolutely nuts because now he's swinging for 5 and piercing on top of that, so he doesn't even get slowed down. That's wild. Drax is good, but not in a minion heavy scenario. Agreed. You have to obviously focus on the villain with him. 100% agree. So I think this Drax, again, in Guardians decks, I think there's very few situations I don't put Drax in personally, because it just makes so much sense with him for me when I play. All right, the other one I want to talk about really quick is Hit and Run. This is a 3 cost event. Hit and Run is an attack and thwart card. Hero action, attack / thwart. Deal 2 damage. Hold on. Stupid Streamloots thing popped up. There we go. I think it messes the thing up. I think it messes up like what the card's trying to do, you know? But yeah, I've never really played it and gotten to work, I think. I don't think I've ever really gotten into like a situation where I want it to work. I think for Gamora it might make sense because you could do the extra 1, like when you deal damage, you could do the 1 thwart, and when you do the thwarting, you can deal 1 damage. Like I think for her it works, but I don't know about for anyone else. So yes, if you build specific decks around that, sure it gets better, but isn't that the argument be made for most allies? Maybe a lot of them, Keith, but I think for Drax, he's pretty strong. Ever tried to Voltron Drax? I never tried to Voltron Drax. I'm not against the idea of Voltron and Drax. I just don't think I've ever leaned that hard into it. I love Hit and Run. I've been putting in my Thor deck. Why? Why the Thor deck? Out of curiosity. Play Drax, get a guard minion. Next villain turn. I know, right? Give him some readies too somehow. Then he's super cooking. That'd be great. I'd rather do 4 overkill damage to a minion with the option of thwart 2 than 3 damage to the villain. Interesting. Hit and Run is good with Gamora and Jubilee. If only I played Jubilee, but I don't. 2 of each isn't enough. It needs to be 3. Yeah, it's really weird. Like a 3 cost for 2 thwart is obviously bad. 3 cost for 2 damage is obviously bad. Combined, that seems expensive. I don't know, but I think for Gamora's deck, you can use it. I don't know if it's good. Like I wouldn't go that far, but I think it's like fine. You know, like I don't think it's the worst thing. Hate run every time against Strife. That's not a bad idea. I love Gamora. If you love events, she has go to. Yeah. Hit run could be good with Miss Marvel. Does it get too expensive though? That'd be my only fear. That's not a bad idea. But like her cards can only work on aspect cards, right? Like her resource generator. Oh no, it's just for an event. So I guess you could do that. It just feels like a lot for it. But it's not a bad idea. To bring out a minion, kill it, and assist with thwarting, it's expensive. But I have a rough deck that make it work and has a lot of resources to pay. Okay. Super niche builds for it, and Embiggen and Shrink on the same card. You could do that one time, yeah. Just not the next time. 2 cost this card and it becomes a great remove stun and confuse to free you up for stuff. That is true. If it was a 2 cost card, it'd be much more interesting, I think. That card might be better in Venom. The hit and run one? That's interesting. I never thought about that. I was looking for things that thwart and deal damage. Okay, that makes sense for Thor. For Miss Marvel, I'd rather just use impede and multiple uses. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It feels like such a niche card, and I want to like more of it. It's just not happening. Just run one by one or multitasking at that point, right? I agree with that. So yeah, I think hit and run. I'll use it for Gamora. That's about it. Which is already Miss Marvel staple. About it. Nothing too crazy. Drax, personally, I understand chat has a little bit more of an issue with Drax, which is totally cool. For me personally, I think I still play him in the vast majority of my decks for sure. I still like him a lot, and probably will moving forward. It's good against Venom Goblin 2 for advanced glider flexibility. Oh, because you have to get rid of a 3 cost card. That's not a bad idea, Gnarl. For a hit and run, to keep it to use it to advance glider. That card in card slinging dude, Gambit. I don't know if it would work well with Gambit. With the upgrades in Big and Shrink. Oh, what are you talking about before, bro? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I was naturally thinking the to like ready or to exhaust her and like get it back. It's pretty light. So hit and run is also a printed lightning resource for Thor's Thunderstrike. Yeah, that's true too. I don't know. Maybe I have to try hit and run with Thor. Maybe that'll be a thing. Twitch be bugging for me? Should be back. I mean, on my end, Twitch looks completely fine. But I do see a few hiccups in the past. But it's still chilling. Josh, my Twitch is so far behind. What if you just refresh it? Does it get better then? Move to the kick. There you go. 3 copies into the fray is all Thor needs. Hit and run in Thor when Falcon releases, so you can use Hugin and Moonin bird support. It's all about birds. Can't wait. Doc, just jumping out, I love what you do for champions. Need to rewind for announcements. Yeah. Basically, Doc, everything's gonna be live stream focused now moving forward. Skipper, welcome to chat. What did I miss? Thomas Jefferson. I can share my deck with you somehow and you can try it out. Tell me where I can prove I only do 50 card decks. Yeah. Send it like on a Discord DM. Also pair directive force with this, right? You would think I had most cards memorized, but no. When your hero makes an attack that has the keyword overkill, piercing, or range, that attack deals 2 additional damage. Wait, with what? Like hit and run, it wouldn't work. Your network is out? Ugh. Just missed the economic class. I'll miss your how to play videos for heroes, which we love watching, kids in the backseat or listening to me while driving. Oh, they're still going to exist. I'm just going to do it live. Yeah, so I guess I should mention that too. All of it is going to be eventually done just live. I can't wait to add Hugin Munin to the Leadership Thor deck. Love playing leadership with him. And I'm partial to Hugin and Munin themselves. Nice. Not hit run, but hammer throw. Okay. Playing D&D Champions with Havoc. You can build out 50 card decks with just those custom heroes. I feel like I pulled so many cool alternatives. 100% stoked to run. I have to look more at Falcons cards. I feel like I haven't looked at a bunch of them. Okay. That's our Drax and hit and run. All right. So now the next, no, I shouldn't say next, but the next 2 cards I want to talk about are still in Gamora's deck. I think we're getting near the end, though. We're getting near the end of Gamora's deck, so we have a bit more. So let me know your thoughts about these. We're going to start with Pivotal Moment. It's a Justice card, 2-cost event. It's an attack, hero action, deal 2 damage to the villain and 5 damage instead if there is no threat in the main scheme. So I don't really like this card by itself. Like, I don't think the card by itself is that, like, good. Unless you're playing true solo. And if you're playing true solo, then it's not bad. Because usually in true solo, I can keep the threat down to 0. Like, that's not too hard. And 2 for 5 damage on a Justice card is phenomenal. Right? Absolutely phenomenal. Which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. But I think in a multiplayer game, this is going to be a really hard thing to do. I don't know if you really be able to do this in a multiplayer game. Maybe you can, but I feel like you wouldn't really be able to. No more YouTube vids, is that's what's happening segmented? No, there's still going to be YouTube videos. They're just all going to be done from the live stream. So like what we're currently doing right now, and I'll edit this part out, obviously. This will be like the 2 card reviews that we do, and I'll still post it on YouTube by itself. It just all will be done through the live stream. Twitch ain't it tonight. The Twitch has been having so many issues. Twitch, I can see you all leaving Twitch. Yeah, YouTube or Kick is going to be the way to go. They're running fine, it looks like. YouTube is just being, or Twitch is just being Twitch. I have no idea what's going on. It's like completely fine at my back end too. Actually, no, now it's not. Now it's freaking out. But I know, hold on 1 second. They're currently spiking with like issues. Like it's usually really low all the time, like 0 to 1. And now there's like more reports happening nonstop. So yeah, 2 for 2 threat removal, I feel like is not really good in general. But like I said, 2 for 5, I think is good if you can keep the threat down, obviously. Still on Twitch, but just play sounds from YouTube basement. All right. It's competing with Turn the Tide. So Turn the Tide, after a hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, deal 3 damage to enemy. Yeah, I get it. 0 for 3 damage, 2 for 5. Kind of depends on the damage that you want to do. The only thing is Turn the Tide has to be done on your hero thwarting. So if you are doing ally heavy decks, right, and you wanted to thwart with the allies, turn the tide doesn't work then, right? Because your hero has to thwart the thing. So it kind of depends on what your deck is looking like. If you're thwarting more with your allies, or if you're doing like counterintelligence to keep the threat down and not on it, then I think you're golden. And pivotal moment makes more sense. But yeah, the turn the tide is also a pretty good option on it. Can I get a refund on those Twitch subs? No. Turn the tide is better. Fight damage is pretty good for justice. For the newer cards, it's so much easier to control threat. But back in the day, it was a little tricky. Yeah. I think pivotal moment just also doesn't like make sense for multiplayer. Like 4-player, I've never used it. Actually, turn the tide, I don't think I'd use it for 4-player either. Right? Was it a side scheme maybe? Never used pivotal moment. I think we need 2 heroes in justice to play this card in multiplayer. That'll work. Being a solid Winter Soldier Bucky fan, buying it, nice. It is a fist of Josh he likes. Yeah, Josh should be all for this card. It's also, I should say, pivotal moment is also a card where I don't run it like 24/7. Like I really kind of have to like there's a few justice cards where you can build things and you kind of put it in there because you know it'll work out no matter how you do it. Like pivotal moment's not one of those cards. I feel like pivotal moment is one of those cards where like I have to kind of build around, or at least build thinking about. You know what I mean? Did that make sense? So it's not just one of those cards I can just do for funsies. I have to build around, or at least think about it. All right, then the other card, again from Gamora's pack to talk about. We were just talking about upgrades not long ago. Is a comms implant, a 1-cost upgrade item tech card. Leadership card. Sorry, 1-cost upgrade leadership card. Item tech card. Attached to a guardian ally. Max 1 per ally. Attached ally gets +1 thwart and 1 hit point. Pretty solid. I think pretty solid option. Anything that adds hit points to your allies, I generally like, especially for 1 cost. I think that's really good. Adding the 1 threat removal. A lot of times I play leadership to remove. I play leadership a lot to remove threat, and I let my hero do most of the attacking, but that's not all the best. I was saying Hulk never attacked brute force. But I will say I don't think I've ever really used comms implant that often. Like I think when Gamora came out, I messed around with it on Star-Lord, or I guess when Star-Lord came out, messed around with it. But it's not a card I did like a lot of things with. Who reduces upgrade cost? What hero does that? I can't remember off the top of my head. Well, Shuri does. But Shuri wouldn't work in this situation, right? Because I think all the Guardian allies have to be done by a Guardian character. Do you play often with Guardian heroes? I play a good amount. I play a good amount with Guardian heroes because I like them. I think the Guardian cycle is actually a lot of fun. Iron Man ally? Oh yeah, but he wouldn't be able to attach to that, but that's a good call. So yeah, comms implant, I think is a fine card. If you make it work, if you Voltron build out a Guardian ally, it can make sense. Like putting this on like a Rocket, where Rocket's already thwarting 2, now it can thwart 3. And I think he has 3 life, isn't bad, but yeah. A Guardian, that's true. You could call for backup a Guardian character in. There's a few ways you could probably get around it, right? Because the side scheme allows you to put any ally into play, the leadership side scheme. So I'm pretty sure you could do that too. And yes, Star-Lord could do it, where Star-Lord turns every ally into play. So maybe a Star-Lord leadership deck. I mean, he is on the picture, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Which Guardian is your favorite? Probably Gamora. Though I like all of them. Well, Groot's up there too. I think Groot's really fun. I think I like all their Guardians. Drax might be my least favorite though. But Groot is up there, and probably Star-Lord. are the two big ones. I really like them. So yeah, comms implant. I'll probably play it with Star-Lord if I'm doing leadership. If I need more people to thwart stuff. The Iron Man ally is a good one though. I might have to try that. That's a good idea. I kind of like that idea. But yeah, comms implant, not bad. I use pivotal moment more, but you know, I focus more on pivotal moment, like if I'm deck building specifically for that one. Grew's on my list to try with Ready for a Fight. Oh, that's a good one. Venom, I don't mind. I played so much Venom in the beginning that I feel like I burned out on Venom. I see a lot of hate for Venom. I don't have hate for him. I just feel like I'm like kind of whatever. Like I just played him a lot. I tried making a Kick account and it says my email has already been used, which is kind of funny, but also mildly concerning. I think somebody's going crazy under your name on Kick. All right. For Star-Lord, would Nova be a good pick for this and or sidekicks, or would they target Grey Guardians? Wait. Oh, I know what you're saying. No, they target anyone. No, Nova's not a bad idea. Oops, can't spell Nova. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, Nova is only with one threat removal. So I don't know, I probably wouldn't do it. One day I'd love to try to follow through Venom deck with him writing hand cans and run for gun. Yeah. Reputation should suffer. All right. The other thing I want to talk about really quick. So we're going to get into our TCG section, so don't leave me all at once, everyone. You all were mentioning this before, and I think it's worth just bringing out because I want to point out that right now you can get the Magic the Gathering starter set for $20. Just saying. $20. You get Cloud and you get Sephiroth. And they're both cool. I have no idea if it's good or not, but you get both. And I think that's worth going. So I think I am going to get these. And I was checking out the prices on some of this other stuff. And it's absolutely insane. Actually, the booster box isn't terrible. $184 for a booster box is not the worst thing I've seen. It's more expensive for sure, but I expected this to be like way more money. But right now it looks like Game Nerds has it. And I think Miniature Market does too. Yeah, $184. So at least those are options still that exist. Do you list your decks on Marvel CDB? No, I don't. No, there's too much drama with Marvel CDB. I don't feel like dealing with it. Okay, for my people that are Magic the Gathering people, what is this? What is this? And why does it cost me $350? Why is the Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond? Like, I don't understand what that is. Is it just because it's a lot more cards? Is it random cards? It looks like it's 2-card collector booster sample pack. Like, it feels like it's just like pre-built decks. They're usually expensive. Is it just because it's more cards in general? Like they're not. Let me rephrase this. They're not random cards in there, right? They're the same cards. Pre-constructed most popular format. God, it's like $80 for each one though. Because I want this too. Well, I want for Titus and Cloud. It's ready to play right out of the box. Okay. Ugh. See, the prices are still outrageous. Like I said, this one's not bad. I know this isn't Commander or whatever. I to this day I still don't understand the difference between Commander and not Commander. And I believe this is not Commander. The regular Star Wars one. Or Star Wars. The regular Final Fantasy one, but I'll take it. especially for $20. Especially since like Game Nerds and Miniature Market both have them for $30. Like Amazon's weirdly cheaper. And then, like I said, the booster boxes didn't seem too bad, but Commander's 100 cards, all unique besides lands, and is 4-player free for all. Man, that means I'd have to know 3 other people. Every time I see Magic the Gathering stuff, I think it's cool, but thankfully I didn't get into it when I first started. I'm happy I got into it early on and experienced it, and then moved on with my life. Depending on the franchise, okay. Is it a different game sort of than standard play? That's crazy. And I wanted to see this too, the Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond Final Fantasy bundle. I didn't even know what this was, but it had some different extended art cards and fun things. I was like, okay, that's gone. I thought that looked cool. And this pre-release pack is still here, which I don't even know what's in this. So some boosters, which is fine. 1 foil year stamped rare or mythic card, so it's random. Deck box, spin down die. That's it. Which is kind of sad. Try looking for the collector versions of the Commander decks. I don't even know. I don't even know what that looks like. But I did see that here's the collector's booster box, which I assume this is what it is. And it's only $850 for 12 booster packs. This is just wild. I got back into Magic in the late 90s, spent a lot of money on it, and then one deck was worth $500, and this isn't like 90. So glad I stopped Magic the Gathering back in the late 90s, yeah. Bundle set, Clouds set is driving the overall cost. That's fine. That's the one I want. Only $850 in this economy? I know, right? You're basically saving money. This is like the SWU stuff, right? Where they're doing like the carbonite things, I think. I think it's roughly the same idea, from my understanding. The decks would be the way to go, but that's why it's so expensive. Yeah. It's such a shame. I would love these decks to get. I really would. Oh, you can get the collector's Japanese version a lot cheaper. Can you play Japanese cards at an American tournament? And when people try to read it, I say, like, just trust me, bro. It's fine. That's also when I stopped playing as well. Turn off the TCG because I've got to have it all type of guy. That's fine, yeah. Usually better to buy singles, yeah. Find a name for the cloud deck and just do a search for the deck name and but add a collector to it. Okay. Don't chase the chocobos. Can you buy those decks separately? You can, but like Cloud is by itself not available, and Titus is now no longer available. But you can get Revival Trance, right, with Terra for $72. But the other one was kind of expensive too. Which was this one? Yashtola. I'll be honest, I don't know who that is. But yes, you can buy them separately. Actually, can you buy them anywhere else separately? Not from there. Oh yeah, they had 2 versions of Commander decks, one in the white box and one in a black box. Oh, this is the collector's edition. Oh god. Yeah, Amazon looks like you can buy them separately. Even for Commander decks, those prices are stupid. Yeah. My LCG does Magic the Gathering days on Saturdays, and I always forget when I go there that my old factory center is immediately overwhelmed. Oh, in the MMO. Okay, that's why I don't know it. The best products in Magic the Gathering were the champion decks. That was the way of playing the best decks by the champion that year. Gotcha. I want the collector decks, though. I would like to buy that for $11 billion. Pretty money, probably even more than the Lord of the Rings set. Yeah. I feel like Lord of the Rings, they were just chasing the One Ring card, and that was like it. Which I guess is fine. But yeah, I feel like the Final Fantasy one has been huge. And of course, like, because they're just going to run the set and then that's it. They're not going to do it again for like ever. Though I do like some of these deck boxes. They're kind of cool looking. Ifrit versus Bahamut. Like, this would just be fun to have, not necessarily for Magic. Did anyone ever get that One Ring card? Somebody did. I think it was sold to a Twitch streamer at some point. Oh, a Prompto card. There you go. Ew, I hate that background. Oh, I want this one. Zidane. Borderless. Foil. All right, so for 20, oh, it's out of stock. For 25 cents, I would buy this card to get Zidane. The One Ring was a $2 million payday. That's wild. What's this one? Oh, a summon one? So like stuff like that just looks so cool. I love that. Absolutely love it. What else they got? Vanille. It's I don't love the background, but I like the artwork on it. I think it looks good. Post Malone bought it from the guy who got it for a couple $1 million. Okay. That's right. That's right. I do remember Post Malone getting that now. Like, their normal looking ones look good. Like a Princess Garnet. Like, I like that. But I could see, like, the attraction to the borderless ones. They look sweet. For 2 million. Oh, they have a triple triad card? That's hilarious. I love that. Oh, Ultima? Destroy all artifact and creatures end the turn. That's awesome. That's also a sweet looking card. Drop 2 million on one card? All right. Just for funsies. Just do it for fun. Why not? All right. I just wanted to look at Magic the Gathering stuff. All right. The only other thing I wanted to look at before we start playing Marvel Champions, because I know people are like, is he ever going to play? I am. Also, I appreciate a bunch of you going to kick and hanging out there. So thank you. I need those numbers driven up. Because if I can get onto their partner program, I just get like an hourly rate, which is phenomenal. Which would be so nice. Hey, Darren Lime. Okay, so was there any hot games? Are there people that are oh wait, got the dual deck and pre-con? I'm happy. The title says talking. What is this playing stuff? I know. They say that money can't buy happiness. Well, I'm sure you could buy a $2 million car. Yeah. All right. I need to know. Do I have Agricola fans in here? Or Agricola, depending on how you say it. Oh wow, 6.3. Wait, why are people hating on this? Why is Lookout Games not respecting Agricola? Wait. To everyone not in the loop, Awaken Realms has increasingly relied on AI generated images. I won't call it art in their board games and video games. When they announced Puerto Rico Special Edition, AI errors were immediately spotted, like the characters with 6 fingers, a warped cartwheel, and image blending typical of generative tools. Now with Agricola Special Edition, similar issues are already being seen. Odd architecture, objects bleeding together, and the use of hallmarks on AI-generated content. In Puerto Rico's case, Ravensburg stepped in and instructed Awaken Realms to remove all this stuff. And that was a good move. It demonstrated a level of care and respect for the source material. That's interesting that Awaken Realms got called out the first time and not doing it again the second time. Like, they get called out the first time, but they don't come and, like, just not do it the second time. I guess they're just hoping no one catches it again. Surprise and Lookout done the same for Agricola, especially considering the original artwork by Clemens Franz is iconic, divisive or not. After the Agricola 15 release seems like they're treating this game as a cash cow. Yeah. With enough community pushback, Lookout could follow Ravensburg League and demand the removal of AI generated images from this edition. This post is about AI in Agricola. It's about asking Lookout Games to show at least the same level of commitment and oversight as Ravensburger did to preserve the integrity and release. Okay. They raised nearly 2.5 million without making the changes you expect from their perspective. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah. I didn't even realize they were using AI art for stuff. Has Awakened Realms been doing this for a while? 15 artists and staff, and states that AI is used as a tool of the artist and not as a replacement. That is interesting. Agricola Special Edition. My girlfriend loves it. Nice. What's it come with? I don't know. I'm sure it comes with all the little things and not. Hold on. It's got little waterways and all that stuff. The card with the AI art. God, look at all those boxes that came with. All right, so 20 wooden meeples, 20 cow meeples, 27 sheep, 23 boar, 24 wood house, field and tile, 750 occupation cards. All my images are blurry. So they're saying that all this stuff is AI? God, I'm really bad at telling what AI art looks like. To me, it looks like fine-ish. Like I don't know. And again, I'm really bad at like noticing this stuff. Game board. I mean, all the game board stuff looks like it looks cool. I think the cards look good. Yeah, I think it looks good. Like the game, I'm trying to see if it's like on the game board. And honestly, it doesn't look that bad. And again, I'm looking at a low res frame image compressed online and re-uploaded. So like, I get it. It's a shame that they're doing AI art. I'm not okay. So here's the weird thing with AI. I'm not 100% against it for art, for people trying to break into the space, right? Because I think this is how you get brand new publishers that's just a one guy or gal shop and they're just trying to get by. And I think if they raise X amount of money, they should hire an artist, right? Like I think AI is like a form of like helping to get your Kickstarter off the ground is a good idea, or at least a decent idea. But if you raise X amount of money, then you should hire an artist, right? Like I know that sounds like a weird line to draw, but I still think like to lower that barrier of entry for people, like I don't know. I think allowing people that don't have tons of cash on hand to just hire an artist to possibly not be able to do a Kickstarter because they didn't do it on the right day or didn't do the right amount of Facebook ads or whatever, like they shouldn't be punished for that. So I know that's really weird. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with that. Like this well looks fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I love their version of Castles of Burgundy. It's a shame they are doing ARR. You interested in seeing Design Hackers custom PvP mod, particularly Civil War? It's the Discord link. Link. All right, I'll check it out later. Yeah, I think the cards look good. If it's AI, I don't have an issue with it. I like the art, so I don't know. Someone called Novels D20 might buy something. Oh, I'm not buying Agricola. No. I think AI is just unavoidable at this point. As much as creatives may hate it, I'm a creator, I'm a musician in my spare time. I don't want AI writing a riff for me or a song, but I'm also a realist and I see the writing on the wall. So this is how I look at it too, to be honest. So I'm a journalist, right? And what's the first thing people did with AI? They use it to write everything. And the thing is, like, that's the tool, right? That's the tool. I still think like I guess I'm competing against bloggers and stuff now and like quote unquote casual writers and whatever, but okay, then I just have to get better. And like AI still has a lot of issues. So I get people's like ethical dilemma with it and moral dilemma with it. I do. I just don't think you're stopping that train. Like there's too much money behind AI. I just don't see that working. More and more people are going to use it, and AI is only going to get better and better and better. And as it gets better, you're not going to be able to notice it. Like now we can sit there and say like, oh, like I can see AI every single time. Moving forward, I don't think it's going to be the case. I think it's just what it's going to be. I got the Agricola old stuff though. Yeah, I think if you have the old stuff, you're good. Is used to dump garbage articles and some sites just to shovel content to feed ads. Yeah, that's going to be a thing that the advertisers are going to have to figure out so that they don't spend money on that stuff. AI can help you be better. It helped in chess. Humans are better chess players now because of it. Yes, but they will never be as good as AI, right? It's so funny. It's so funny watching them play good AI. If you want to watch a funny black comedy with Steve Carell and Max, check out Mountainhead. Box specifically talked about the conversation with AI. All right. Tech always wins. Yes. Tech will always win. And again, I use AI all the time in my job as a writer. I use it to edit my writing, so it's not writing an article for me. So like if their argument is that they are drawing and they use AI to enhance their drawing, I do see it as a difference than just using AI and say like, make me a cow. And then like they input cow and cow comes out, right? Because I personally will write something and I'll say, AI, clean this up, or, check for spelling errors. I mean, it's the same thing as Microsoft Word in a weird way, right? Microsoft Word, as far as writing goes, yes, no, it won't generate prompts for you, but it's going through and the computer is trying to figure out like the different spelling and making, you can have it make your sentences better and whatnot. So to me, I kind of see that like in the same vein. I know it's not exactly the same. I know I'll get flack for that, but you're still using not you by yourself to improve upon something. So if they're using AI to just improve upon the product, I'm not super against that personally. They could potentially plagiarize other art it was trained on, right? So that is the argument. But again, what's the difference? Here's my devil's advocate. What's the difference of you looking at someone else's art and copying it to the best of your ability and then selling it? Like what makes that okay? Because there's a lot of artists out there that gather inspiration from other art that's out there and they try to copy or emulate that. What's the difference then? Oh yeah, Grammarly is a good example of like rewriting your sentences. Yeah. And Lorem, I think it's the same as that thing that I look at with journalism now, is that all my articles are being used to train AI, right? All my stuff's online, so it's all being used to train. What's really fun is you can write in my style now. That's kind of funny. So for me, I don't care. Like I don't know. I am one of those people that it quote unquote affects and I don't care. Like it just doesn't make a big difference to me because it's not going to take my job. AI art is way faster to copy. Yeah. So the speed shouldn't make a difference. Like it's still copying. Like either if you copy slow or you copy fast, you're still copying, right? It's called interloping. A lot of new music interlopes from older music. Yeah. Copying is definitely unethical. Lots of comic artists get crap for that. Publishing that stuff is the problem. Using it to learn and get better is okay, though. Plenty of folks get better by tracing to understand. Same issue is happening in music. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's I agree with a lot of the ethical and moral dilemmas of AI. I sympathize with people, and I will not use AI artwork for a lot of things because it's just, well, I don't really use artwork, so there's nothing for me to use it for. But I will say that that train is not going to stop. Like it's going to happen. I think the industry just needs to get kind of like prepared. Like I don't know if used to it is the right word, but prepared because it's going to happen. AI was a Pandora's box. It's here now. Might as well use it as ethically as possible. That's fair. I definitely don't agree with live musicians using AI to enhance their vocals live. Isn't it? What's the difference between that and like auto tune? What level of legislation should be around AI? So Cap, this is a good question. I really don't like government and don't want government in anything. But there are some really bad issues with AI I see happening in the future because it is getting so good at taking like me, because there's so many images of me online that you could put me in a video doing a criminal act. So I think there should be a digital watermark on every single AI thing. Like it doesn't have to be like on the foreground, but in the background where like the police can look at it, there should be a watermark on every single thing so you know it's like AI generated or not, or AI enhanced or not, and what it is done and what it was doing. Like all the information should be written on the back end, because you're going to have a lot of issues moving forward with basically fake videos coming out of people doing terrible things, right? They're already doing it with your voice, and there are people who like are just regular podcasters that their voice will be used to create a message and call family members that will say like, hey, Zombie Coyote, thank you for the follow on Kick, dude, I appreciate it. That will say like, hey, you know, I'm in trouble, I need money, whatever, right? I am for legislation basically putting a watermark, and it must be a watermark on the back end that shows everything that AI was used for and done. I think absolutely there should be, because there are going to be major issues moving forward, especially in the court of law. The point of living is having all the flaws. I agree. Here's a deep philosophical AI related question to you. To upload your consciousness to a machine and have it transfer your body to body over centuries. If that were possible, would you do it? If yes, why? If no, why not? Okay, Keith. So the answer to that for me is no, because I'm religious, basically. Because I'm religious, there's no point in being here on earth longer than I need to be, right? There's much bigger and better things waiting for me after here. So as a religious person, I think it's a pretty easy question for me to answer, because it's just, no, this isn't the final destination. This is just my stop along the way. Now for non-religious people, right? And as far as religion goes, that's Jewish, Christian, Islam. I'm not 100% sure what the other religions believe, so I don't know them as well, but I think that's most religious people are ready to move to the next step. Non-religious people, though, I think that becomes a really interesting question, right? Do you gamble on what could possibly be the afterlife if you don't believe in that? Which is totally fine if you don't want to believe in that. I don't care. I know I should, but I don't. So do you gamble on that, or do you want to like keep making your earthly pleasures bigger and bigger? You know what I mean? In every industry, processes and procedures get copied for profit. It's inevitable in almost all things. Agree, Mike. Definitely in favor of watermarks. Will help a lot. Yeah. AI using politicians to say stuff or putting celebrities into adult entertainment, revenge ex-partners should be legislated. Lorem, agree 1,000%. 1,000%. Especially the revenge on ex-partners. That's going to be a big thing. That's going to be a big issue moving forward. Is like you broke up with your girlfriend and you want to get back at her, or you broke up with your boyfriend, or whatever, you know, vice versa, doesn't really matter. And you make like them doing things that they didn't do, right? And passing that information, like that needs to be curbed before it starts. I'm philosophically a Buddhist, and they believe in reincarnation, so that tracks for me. There, yeah, there you go. LW came in late. What changes, bullet points did you hit on? The big changes here for me is that all content creation is going to be done through the live stream, basically. And then we're going to upload those videos from the live stream onto the regular videos. Deepfakes are already an issue. AI would make it worse. Oh, yep. AI keeping me single to avoid revenge of ex-girlfriends. But yeah, so the AI art stuff, man, it gets. I think as a community, the board game community is really going to have to like look at this, and like I think, like I get why people are really passionate about the AI art stuff that's like going on with this. I do. I think there's just such bigger issues and fish to fry right now. You know what I mean? And I'm more concerned and worried about that stuff right now. But we can walk and chew gum too. So I get that argument too. People be like, why do you have to do one or the other? You don't, right? It could be both for sure. Did you see John Piper giving GTP create him a prayer? He then proceeded to off about it. It was kind of fun. No, I didn't see that. So no more Sunday morning coffee videos? I don't think so. Not that. But everything else will still do because I could do it on the live stream. Oh, Tiger Forever. I get what you're saying with live music, yeah. In games, is the price won't come down despite not paying artists. That's about it for me. Yeah, so like I said, Mike, I think what I would like to see from board game companies, that it has to be like a one man or woman shop, right? That's making a board game, and they literally use the AI art as a placeholder to just like show an idea of what they want. And if they can reach X amount of money, like a reasonable amount, they can hire an artist, right? Like I think most people would be okay with something along those lines, because to put up money up front is just going to gatekeep like really small creators out of this space. So my gaming group started talking about Magic the Gathering Commander play, so I got sucked back into it. Nice. Nice. All right, that was all the fun with that. I don't think there was anything new coming out that I really wanted to look at. I was going to glance through it really fast. I know there was any Kickstarters or Game Found things that looked interesting. A lot of smut though. Cheat live up in front about it, so you know you're hearing AI. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever be honest. Yo, the fishing game. Let's go. Wait, so this is. Oh, look at those sweet pictures it's got. I love it. Yo, good for them. This game is being manufactured in the US out of as many US materials as possible. This will certainly add to the cost of the game. In the future, we like to pursue mass manufacturing. How much is it going to cost them? So to buy a game is going to cost $19. Autograph 26. Wow, man. They're doing a nice price point for that. $19 for Fish America, the fishing game. 5-minute matches, rated E for everyone. That's cool. Tackle Box Games, I haven't even heard of them. All right, so keep an eye out for the fishing game. 24 days left, or 1,200% funded. Oh yeah, Ink Intentions. What is this? 2 to 4 players, 20 minutes, 8+ projects we love. Kickstarter. Sneaky card game of the Octopus of Survival. Yo, sweet looking artwork though. Real marine behaviors. 32 cards, 47 tiles. On your turn, play a card face down near a food pile. Get food. Get a food safely. Dangerous. Or play an action card. So it's like 2 things. Okay. You got 2 fish things in a row. So you can hunt to get food. If it survives the round, you gain a food tile. Hide and hunt is like hunt, but dodges sharks. You only get 1 of these. Sharks bring danger. Oh man, so sharks are going to eat you. And then you can move a card to a new location, relocate threats, or disrupt well-laid plans. Oh, they sell plushies too. Oh, look at them. Dude, playing enough TCG card simulator, plushies are the way to make all the money. That was my floor scrubber. Thanks. I just got some shiny rigs from Core Tackle. I may need to buy this game. That's hilarious. Next card game is a D20 game made by Redzen. My typing is horror tonight. This tiny keyboard phone. And it's got different expansions. How much is the base game? $20. Gamer bundle is $38. Plus you get the octopus plushie. Pet names. What's this? Raised $5,000 so far. Amy created by herself. 2 for 7 ages, or 2 to 7 players, ages 10 plus, 15 minutes. Oh, it's almost like a party game. I mean, I have nothing against party games. They're just not for me. Okay. Interesting. Good for her, though. God, there's just so much stuff that gets Kickstarted that's just like, ugh. I don't know why it's so hard to be on Kickstarter. Especially as a new person. Oh, Shem has a new thing? Or Garfield Games has a new thing? Assyria, second edition? I didn't even know there was a first. Okay, so it's got $46. Before uniting to become one of history's great empires, the ancient Assyrian people extended to smaller nomadic tribes along the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Here they fished, farmed, and flourished despite lingering threats of flooding. Ah, a game about flooding. Alright, so you can get the old stuff. Man, I stopped getting stuff after Raiders of Scythia, which I actually really liked. And the Legacy of You one looked good, but I never got into it. Okay, so they're assembling. So a note on U.S. tariffs. Assyria will be manufactured in Vietnam rather than China. If large tariffs happen to be imposed in Vietnam in the future, we will not pass on these extra charges. Wow, that's fascinating. That's also interesting that they are mentioning that they do it in Vietnam, not China. So why back now? They talk about why they should back. I wonder how to play. Play Assyria solo. I like Garfield solos. I think they do a pretty good job with their stuff. You need a party to make a party? Yeah, I'm not going to party. This is called the Temptation section by D20? Yeah. Alright, components, main board, dual layer player boards, 40 flight cards. I like Garfield games, but I feel like just so many of their stuff like feels so similar. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it all plays differently. I don't know. I just don't think it's for me. I want it to be though, but meh. Alright, I think that's roughly it on there. What did they have? Look at this. They have a game called, oh, it's a solo month of the game. This Shred of Redemption looks exactly like whatchamacallit. Not Dark Tower. Oh, what was that game that Mythic tried to get, or Mythic tried to make, and then they couldn't make it? Darkest Dungeon, I think. It looks exactly like Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, Zom. God, they really nailed the artwork of it. What video game would you feel would be a good board game? Zelda. 15-minute playtime. I have like 2 or 3 of his games. I need to play them. The solo game ones. The art does look really similar. Yeah, it looks just like it. But yeah, I need to play his other ones I have. GTA is going too. All right, what's Veil Ward? Sky Kingdom games. I don't know who Sky Kingdom is. Oh, the Isofarian Guard people. Oh, people were talking about this. Is this the sequel? Oh, it's an expansion for Isofarian Guard. Oh boy. Look at the size of that thing. What's expected in this campaign? The Isofarian Guard reprint. Okay. The Veil Ward expansion and new content extras, cinematic mode. I need to look into this. I really like Isofarian Guard. I think it's a really good game. I just haven't finished. Oh my god, I don't know if this makes sense. Maybe they'll sell it for like $10. The sculpts on it look really nice though. Ugh. Sniper Elite is on GameFound. Great hidden movement game. Haven't tried solo though. Rob Train's big map. Red Dead Redemption. Oh, all right. I have to look into that. Also, this looks sweet. The Champions of Ragukin. Oh, Monolith? Wait. Is Monolith the people that hasn't finished a game? Isn't that what I'm thinking of? Isofarian Guard new expansion, and I'm done. Famous last words. I'm getting old, heavy euros, and a lot of minis are turning me off. That's fair. I get it. I just don't have the space for it anymore. The artwork on this looks so good. Oh, it is Legend of Five Rings related. Like, oh my god, this looks so good. Like, artwork wise, this just looks so good. The Legend of the Five Rings always had beautiful artwork to it. Alright, so they're just going over all the clan stuff. Okay. June 17th. Oh, launches tomorrow. I think they're doing 15 days, I said. Keep an eye on that. I feel like Monolith, maybe they weren't having issues. Maybe it was something else. I can't remember. Mass market Marvel Zombies because it has standees instead of minis. That's fair. Black Rose Wars Revised Edition. I always thought this game looked gorgeous. This is a game I would probably never get. There's just too much stuff going on. But I do think the artwork is really pretty in it. I remember seeing this the original time, like, wow. It's really solid. Ugh. Alright, what else is coming out? Hell. Machina Arcana. Welcome to Paradise. Tiles look good. Yeah, they look solid. Ascension. Man, 15 years. Jeez. Need to go back to painting Marvel Zombies to get 6-inch shield heavy troopers. Ascension was really popular back in the day. Like, people really liked it. Never got into it. Ooh, a tin box. There you go. Yeah. All foil cards, updated year 1 promos, and tin box and bonus components. Fancy. What's in the box? It is a cool looking box. For specialized training side scheme, if you already have a specialized upgrade, but you get the side scheme again, how did you get specialized training again? Would be my question. Because it goes in the victory display. So you have to pull it from the victory display somehow. So it depends on how you did that. I'll tell you, I never paint Galactus. That's fair. Say Macmo, getting it. Love this table hogger. Isofarian Guard is really good. Alright, that's enough checking out games. You can't make me. Alright, so now the fun part. Oops. My kick freaked out. Is this still streaming to you all? Oh, yeah. I thought you just described. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You going to Gen Con this year? I am not, as far as I know. It's just the problem is Gen Con's right around the same time as like novels, works, and whatnot, and it just doesn't like it just wouldn't work out. Avoid sniper. All right. So what I want to do tonight for playing Marvel Champions, so I guess we should play the game too, is I want to do Scarlet Witch because of my fancy Scarlet Witch mug I told you all about before. So let's get down on the table. I have to figure out what deck to do. I haven't really planned that out yet. Oops. There we go. Avoiding Nightbot's the smartest thing you can do at all times. All players sizing at the victory display except for Jubilee and Silks. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like set up. What villain should we go against? Guess personal question. What's your first name? Just curious. Jason or Jay. I don't have time to do marbles. Marbles is going to take too long. Switchy T, Thanos? That's not a bad idea. We haven't done Thanos in a while. Have we? I want to do a newer deck. Yours is too? Awesome. Oh, Jace. I get that now. Inspired by you didn't see this coming. This deck it takes the mission planning speed of Quicksilver. Yo, this is a unique deck. I don't think I've ever really played this. Hold on. Let me know your thoughts. Then just fight Rhino. Now I know your name. Or I just told you all my fake name. Brent, have we already discussed the changes? Yes. And that's all I'll say about that. No, it basically, I'm going to, like, all the videos that I do that are just like, wow, this is like really far down there. Hold on. I'm going to do everything live. We're doing live. I'm going to do everything live moving forward. Not that way. And then chop it up to put it in the edits like a regular YouTube video later. So basically, what does that mean? Basically, it means that, oh, that's better. That when I do like how to play or how I play this or 2-card reviews or hero previews or hero reviews, we're going to do everything in the live stream because I enjoy the live stream the most. So it just makes the most sense for me. And I just don't have time to do all the like off the screen stuff. And my Zemo instruction just said, nah. Good choice, brother. I just want to let everyone know Arkansas threw the 3rd ever no-hitter men's college World Series today, the first ever since 1960. Beast now coming with the random facts. Love it. I actually think I saw that in your Instagram. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not leaving. I thought about it. But I don't know what I'm going to do in my free time, so decide to stay. All right, Domino and Gamora. Domino 3 costs. Do you think the way FFG is going would be bad? He was 1 hit, lost in the 8th. Oh, that's sad. I don't know where this game is going in the future, dude. I'll be completely honest. I will hope for the best. Mission planning, side by side, and summoning spell. Okay, summoning spell. Side by side. 3 of them. And mission planning. What's mission planning? 2 cost. Oh god, there's only ones right here. Do you use specific dividers? I do. The ones I use are from give me a second. Tesseract. I use Tesseract Games. So they're really good and I sleeve them. But I like them. They're a little expensive, but figure I already spent this much on the game. Oh, there's mission planning. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Player size can call for backup and rally the troops. Rally troops, call for backup. Doubles, whatever. Okay, so upgrade inspired power glove, sidekick, sky cycle. Are you using the Scarlet Witch Cup tonight? You should have. Yes. All right, sidekick. We need inspired sky cycle and power gloves. Power gloves. Inspired and sky cycle. Sky cycle. All right, then we need basic clothes. Tesseract and Dragon Shield can't be topped. Agreed. All right, doubles. Power of leadership. Okay. All right, we need Gamora, which is interesting. Figure out how we get that out later. Specialized training, superpower training. Specialized training or superpower training. Specialized training. Do you sort your cards by cost and alphabetically or just alphabetically? I sort them by cost. I don't do it by alphabetical. It would probably help, but I'm just too lazy. Upgrade, we need Sorcerer Supreme. So like all my zeros and my ones, but there are like certain ones that are out of order. And that just makes sense to me. All right, we need spiritual meditation. And it's too hard to explain how it works because it's a weird thing in my head. All right, sidearm. I think that's all of it. Be able to go back? Yeah. I also don't like unsleeving and then resleeving things. That is just not something I'll do. I know. I'm weird. All right. Has streaming stuff been working for everyone recently? All right, let's do we want to do Thanos? I feel like Thanos is going to be hard. Thanos might be too hard. And Dragon Sleeves, yeah. Alphabetical expansion set. Oh, can we do Dark Beast? Dork Beast? We haven't done Dork Beast in forever. Would that be hard to do? Probably not, right? Let's do Dork Beast. It's been a long time. Blue. Oh wait, we have to get the ones. Let's play old school standard. Just so we have to keep saying the name. Dystopian Nightmare. And then we need Blue Moon, Genosha, and Savage Land. Blue Moon, Genosha, and Savage Land. All this is alphabetical. At least I thought it was. Savage Land, there we go. Dork Beast. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, let's then. Feels shafted. There is no beast hero. I know, right? I don't know if I have that one. Which expansion set is he? He is Age of Apocalypse, right? Am I right there, chat? I think he's Age of Apocalypse. Apocalypse? Okay. Good, I'm not crazy. Beast Journey. Get all this stuff. Get Dystopian. Get these. Alright, so. Oh, we have to turn the lights on. That's why I'm not seeing easily. I'm like, why can't I see? Played Kang for the first time. It was fine, but it kind of soured the experience when you just ignored Phase 2 Kang and just slipped through the final Kang. Yeah, I'm not a big Kang fan. I don't think he's that exciting. Design Hacker is a good custom piece. Yeah, people can check that out. Alright, set the Blue Moon, Genosha, and Savage Land side schemes aside. In expert mode. Okay, we're not doing expert mode. Alright, so we have to take one random one and put it into play. So first we get up to 15 life for Dork Beast. Did it help your vision? Can't tell if you're serious or not through internets. Okay, so what we do for this is because we have to set one of these into play. So you take all the environments and we'll shuffle them together. No. Fair. Harsh, but fair. All right, random environment, Genosha. Not dinosaur related. All right, so we take that and shuffle that into Dork Beast. Found a hood scenario? Nice. Hood scenario has good mod sets. I don't love the hood, but I like the mod sets in it. Also, Switchy, welcome to chat. Think I got the custom Thunderbolt scenario? Nice. Are people expecting to get Falcon and what's his face? Bucky Barnes right away? Does it take anyone else like a week to get things like me? All right, then. Don't forget. All right, villain gets steady. My store will have it on Friday. Nice. My internets won't. All right, Dork Beast comes in with 1. All right, so when Dork Beast attacks you, we do the special, which is place 1 threat in the main scheme. Okay. Thunderbolts and scheme right out of the light tunnel to win. Oh, there you go. It's an interesting idea. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second, chat. Okay. All right, I think we're good. I think we're set up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, to be fair to Teberlel, this is a Kana Heroes deck, and I did not read the description. My partner's supposed to be getting them on Saturday. There's a game store that's 2 hours away. Chim stuff really quick, and that's cool. All right, we got a double. I mean, molecular decay, massive, right? Okay, we got all of our upgrades, which I feel like is bad. Heal 2 damage from each ally. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all these upgrades because they are completely useless to us right now. Actually, we'll get rid of molecular decay. No, we're going to keep it. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So they make SmackDown easier to view? Yeah. I mean, I wish they would too. So, no sidekick, which is sad. What can we throw it for? 2? Okay. Let's do... Let's throw away a side-by-side to play Call for Backup. Put a 3 in there. Let's flip. Actually, wait. Let's discard Sidearm and Magic Shield to draw 2 cards. Spear Meditation and double. Okay. Let's flip up. We'll do Spiritual Meditation because then we're now a Mystic, so we can draw 2 cards. Ooh, okay. And we'll throw away Magic Shield. This will allow us to use a double to play Hex Bolt. So you get to discard the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And it's a 0, a 2, and a 3. So a 3 lets us place a status card on a character. We're going to stun him. A 2 allows us to draw a card, which will be nice. Hex Bolt. Okay. And a 0 allows us to do 2 damage. 1, 2. 1 is a Mystic and Alter Ego. She is. Fact check true. D20 may have forgot. That's all right. All right, so I think instead of doing another Hex Bolt, I mean, I do like running Hex Bolts a lot. I think Molecular Decay is the way to go. It's really choppy also a lot tonight, D20. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's just the problem with my internet. It's just what it is. Unfortunately, my internet has just been terrible. It's really frustrating. Actually, I wonder, hold on, wait. Let's try something. I'm going to get rid of a couple of live streams to see if it makes any difference. I don't think it will, because I think it's literally my issue pushing the thing out. Didn't know it was coming from your side. It's cool. Yeah, it's just, I don't know what's going on with this thing. My internet has not been happy. Plus, they're charging us more, so that's even better. All right, we'll see if that makes any difference moving forward. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Okay, so we have a double and a Hex Bolt to use Molecular Decay, so we're going to do that. So we deal 5 damage to enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then discard top 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crushing it. We're going to thwart 2. Do off of Call for Backup. Ready up. That was your camera? No. I think it's just issues with the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Hex Bolt. Side by side. Domino. Summoning spell. Specialized training. Cool. Cool. All right. All right. This goes up by 1. He is stunned, so nothing happens there. And then we don't do any of that. So then bad card is attached to Dork Beast. All right, so he gets +1 attack. All right. What does he have? 3 life left? We could get an ally in play, but what I need is, we haven't gotten Sidekick yet, have we? And that's like what I need still. Specialized training would be nice. All right, let's get rid of side by side and specialized training to play a Hex Bolt. 1, 2, 3. It's a 1, a 1, and a 0. 0 deals 2 damage. A 1 removes 2 threat. Actually, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that. So remove 2 threat, remove 2 threat, and then deal 2 damage. 1, 2. All right. So each player may search their deck and discard pile for an ally and put it into play. Let's look for our boy Quicksilver. All right, so Quicksilver's in play. Can't do anything with these, which is kind of lame. I am going to exhaust your hero and resolve the special ability on the settings card. We're going to do that. We're going to exhaust our hero, do this, which is place 1 threat in the main scheme. So he loses his +1 attack. Quicksilver, we're not going to ready up an attack with yet. But let's get rid of these 2 cards. And then we'll ready up. No, we'll flip down. We'll flip down. And then we'll ready up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I tweaked my back tonight. Oh, no. All right, the Crown, the Hex Bolt, Sorcerer Supreme. We still don't have Psychic. All right, 1 here. He's going to scheme for 2. Attach this card to Dork Beast, so it's up to 3. So 5 out of 10 total. That card is Police State. It has a 1 defeated on it. It comes with a 3. So we are going to have to get rid of that. Or kill him really fast. I don't know which yet. All right. So we have Pietro, right? So we could throw away 2 cards to draw 3, which might be the way to go with the sibling thing. Does he still have steady? Oh, shoot. He does. We should have never done the confused or the stun in the beginning. I completely forgot about that. Ah, shoot. Yeah, we messed it up. Well, what we can do... Nah, we can't even it out. Ugh. That's lame. Alright, let's throw away Magic Shield and Agatha. To discard 2 cards from your hand and draw 3 because we have Pietro. So 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Alright, so mission playing. Until the end of the phase, allies you control do not take consequential damage. Yes, please, right? Alright, we'll do Spiritual Meditation. And we'll do throw away. I think a Molecular Decay. Alright. Pour a drink and miss an opportunity to nitpick of the rolls? No, I appreciate it. It would have been nice if I got it right. What does he come in with next stage? 18? I wonder if we can actually just win. Alright, hold on. Let's flip up. We can use a double to play mission planning. So there's a card in the victory display. Until the end of the phase, allies you control do not take consequential damage. Alright. So I'm going to deal 1 damage to knock him into the next stage. Brings him up to 18. Quicksilver. It's not going to do anything yet. We're going to do Chaos Magic to play Molecular Decay for free. So play a card from your hand ignoring its cost. Discard cards 1, 2, 3. All right. So that Molecular Decay does 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 2 more. Actually, let's do our ability. So when boost icons in the encounter card would be counted, discard the top card in the encounter deck and count that number instead. All right, it's 2, so that's 4 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was down to 9 life. All right, so let's throw away these cards to play a Hex Bolt, which is a 1, a 0, and a 2. All right, so we have to do all this. So a 0 deals 2 damage. 1, 2. A 1 removes 2 threat. And a 2 lets us draw a card. Superpower training. Okay. Oops. Oh my gosh, I'm putting the wrong cards everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. So he does 2 damage. 1, 2. We can ready him up to deal 2 more damage. 1, 2. All right, no consequential damage because of mission planning. Let's ready up. And then draw. 2, 3, 4, 5. Warp reality. Oh, there's finally psychic. Yeah, we can win with the psychic. Okay. This goes up by 1. We're going to take this hit. So, oh, we forgot to put a counter set in here. Shoot. Chat, you have to remind me how to play this game. Blue area moon. This gets discarded. So minions have guard, which is fine. Blue moon gets shuffled in. Take 1 damage to your identity. That's fine. Okay. So now he's going to attack. I'm just going to take the hit. So it's going to be 2 plus nothing. We have to do the special, which is deal 1 damage to your identity. I think that's everything. Okay. Man, I haven't done Dork Beast in so long. Each minion gains guard. He no longer has steady. Okay, 2. How is Angel, Archangel transformation supposed to work? You just flip it back and forth. Like going alter ego the hero. Same exact thing. Dork Beast attacks you. Give an additional boost card for this attack. All right, we are going to defend this now. So he's attacking for 2. If you are stunned. That's fine. 2, 3, 4. Plus this one's going to be 5. We defend for 2. So it's just 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Second bad card. Oh no. Okay. That stinks. Because we had the win. But there's guard now. And we won't forget that this time. You are stunned. If you're already stunned, resolve the special ability on the settings environment. We were already stunned. So the special ability has us deal 1 damage to yourself. If you knock him stage 1, yeah. Yeah, we did that eventually. Reveal a random set aside environment and shuffle the rest of its encounter deck into the encounter deck. All right, let's do spiritual meditation to draw 2 cards and throw away a card. We'll throw away warped reality. Okay, what we're gonna do. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're gonna throw away Gamora to play sidekick on Quicksilver. Quicksilver is going to deal 2 damage to Mantra, ready himself up because he's allowed to do it once per round, and do 2 more damage to knock out Mantra. So that's the end of the guard. Then we can use a double to play a side-by-side to ready both of us up. And then we both get +1 thwart, +1 attack for the rest of the round. So we will use Quicksilver to deal 3 damage to Dork Beast. 1, 2, 3. And knock him out. And then we're stunned. We were probably like thwart 3 off of it. And just like take this down by 1. Like we already won, but even though we kind of cheated in the beginning. And if you got rid of this, we would flip down realistically and then ready up at Curiosity. So it'd be 1, 2, extra bad card. Archangel doesn't fit in the sleeves. No, you have to use side loaders. All right. Sonic music in the background goes hard. All right. So we won barely. I'm curious at how this would go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we get Hex Bolt? All right, we have Hex Bolt, which is nice. Another mission planning, which is even nicer. All right, so out of curiosity, this would be 1. He would scheme for 2, 3, 4, 5. Just want to say, appreciate your analysis and content. Thank you so much for making it so great. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks for hanging out, Century. All right, 3 bad cards. Exhaust Wanda. we will do that to remove that from the game. Evil Genius, Dark Beast schemes, give him a tough status card. Oh no, that would cause us to lose, because he was scheming for 2, 3, 4, so we would have lost with this. So thank God we won when we did. And then this is Gladiator, so we'd have to get through that. Oof, that was getting tough right there. Because if we came back in, we would do Spiritual Meditation, draw 2 cards. We have to throw away, I don't know, Rally the Troops probably. We would actually, yeah. And then we would actually throw away Domino and Magic Shield to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Use Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 and throw away a card. We don't need both mission plannings. And then you would flip up and do the old double Hex Bolt thing. What would this lead to us? 2, 2, and a 0. So deal 2 damage to the enemy. And then draw 2 cards? Yeah, draw 2 cards. Oof, okay. Then use a double to play mission planning. So Quicksilver could knock this enemy out, right? By exhausting, readying up, exhausting. And then that's kind of it. We have doubles for Magic Shields, and that's it. Ugh. That would have been tight there at the end. So, like I said, cheated a little bit. Messed up there, but oh well. It's fine. Arcane's larger top loads and finally got so nice compared to trying to open. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Beast was my favorite X-Men him in game as a kid. I wish they'd bring him as a hero. Yeah, it's highly unlikely at this point, sadly. Sadly. Maybe one day. Just not today. All right, chat. It's been a long day. I think we're going to call it there for tonight. Beast was Adventure for a long time. Could come out sometime. It depends how they do it, yeah. I can never make Scarlet Witch work, but you run her flawlessly. It's just one of those things, man. I played a lot of Scarlet Witch. A lot of Scarlet Witch. Like maybe too much Scarlet Witch. Oh well. Thanks for the fun. No, I appreciate you all. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being willing to go with the flow. Sorry about the internet troubles. I don't know what's going on. I gotta figure this out soon, because it drives me mad. Like right now we're doing great for the past like while, and I know later on I'll just be like, nope, we're gonna slow down a lot, because that's how the internet works here, unfortunately. I have another idea that I have to try and see if that works. Is your favorite deck for each hero? It's not bad. It's not a bad idea. But yeah, appreciate you all being here. Thanks for being willing to put up with my crazy ideas of how we're going to do things moving forward. So thank you. Thank you for the member. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the bits. Like honestly, all that stuff is phenomenal. So thank you. All that stuff and the amount of conversation you have all had tonight, I really appreciate. Like I said earlier, this is what makes the live streams fun, in my opinion, is being able to converse with you all, getting to talk to you all, getting to just hang out and stuff. Like that's just what makes all of this better. So we're gonna try, like I said, for a while, doing all of our content here on the live stream, and then I'll edit that so it's regular YouTube videos, so you're not forced to watch live streams or anything like that. But we're gonna try to do that for a little while and see how it is. See if it makes my life easier. See if it makes the content better. See if it makes things more fun and interesting. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Oh, Canadian just got here. Too bad. Yeah, you always come right at the end. All right, chat. Join Discord if you haven't yet. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you for everything. And I will see you all Wednesday. We're going to do the Reddit reply live. So make sure to hang out for that. And then I don't know if we're going to play a board game or a video game. We'll decide after that. But it'll be a live Reddit reply, which could be really fun. Who knows? We'll see. Take care, everyone. Are you still doing the vlog? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I have to figure it out. I want to, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I will. but we'll see. I'm running out of topics. I don't know what to talk about. I feel like I'm not that interesting, so. But we'll see. I'm not saying no. I'm just putting a lot of stuff on the back burner right now to work on some other stuff. So, all right, everyone, take care.